Hello, my dear students. In this lecture, we are going to see one previous year GATE numerical. This question was asked in GATE 2019 for 2 marks. The question is basically based on steam turbine cycle, that is Rankine cycle. Now the question is a steam power cycle with regeneration. Now here the Rankine cycle with regeneration is given. Steam power cycle is nothing but Rankine cycle with regeneration is given. Right. Now as shown in figure on TS diagram, now here temperature versus entropy diagram for the Rankine cycle is given. Employs a single open feed water heater for efficiency improvement. Now here only one feed water heater is used. Right. Now the fluids mix with each other in an open feed water heater. Then the turbine is isentropic and the input bleed to the feed water heater from the turbine is at state 2 as shown in figure. My dear students, 1 to 3 there is an isentropic turbine, and from this turbine input to the feed water heater is nothing but at 2. Means here already we in theory lectures we have seen this cycle. So here I am not going to explain this cycle. Here from 1 to 3 there is an isentropic turbine, and from 2 to 5 there is a feed water heater. There is a feed water heater. Means my dear students, we can say from turbine at 2 some mass is extracted in feed water heater. Right. Now let us understand. The turbine is isentropic and the input bleed to the feed water heater from the turbine is at 2. Right. As shown in figure. Process 3 to 4 occurs in condenser. Now 3 to 4 there is a condenser. Therefore 3 to 4 at constant pressure heat is rejected in the condenser. Then the pump work is negligible. Now they are mentioning that ignore the pump work. Then the input to the boiler is at 5. Means from 5 to 1 there is a boiler. That is heat supply in boiler. Right. So my dear students, here I can write 5 to 1, 5, 6 and 1. It is a boiler. Input to the boiler. Right. Again, the following information is available from the steam table. Now here they have provided steam table. Now enthalpy in kilojoule per kg at every state. At state 1, state 2, state 3, state 4, state 5 and state 6. They have given enthalpy values in kilojoule per kg. Right. Now the mass flow rate of steam blade from the turbine as a percentage of total mass flow rate at the inlet to the turbine at state 1 is. Now try to understand the meaning of this statement. Now, if you understand the meaning of the statement, then question is very much simple. Now, the question is the mass flow rate of steam blade from the turbine. Now, here, let us say at 2, some mass is going into the feed water heater. Let us say M mass is going into the feed water heater. Now, the mass flow rate of steam blade from the turbine means M as a percentage of total mass flow rate at the turbine at the inlet to the turbine at state 1 is. Now let us say at state 1 the total mass is 1 kg. Let us say at state 1 the total mass is 1 kg. Means we can say from 1 to 2, from 1 to 2 the total mass traveling is 1 kg. Now at 2 m kg of mass from 1 kg is extracted for process heating in feed water heater. That means from 2 to 3 we can say from 2 to 3 1 minus m mass is flowing. Therefore from 2 to 3 1 minus m kg is flowing, because at 2 m kg is extracted in feed water heater. Therefore again we can say, my dear students, in 3 to 4 1 minus m mass is flowing. Right. Therefore at 4 the mass is 1 minus m and at 2 the mass is m. Therefore the total mass becomes m plus 1 minus m is nothing but 1 kg, which is the inlet mass of the turbine. Here my assumption is 1 kg at inlet of turbine. Now they are asking what is the percentage of this m in terms of this turbine inlet mass 1 kg. Right. Therefore we have to find this m, because I have assumed turbine inlet mass as a 1 kg. Therefore whatever may be the answer for m will be the percentage of one only. Right. So let us find this. So my dear students, let us do one thing here. Can you imagine here at 5 the mass coming from 2 is m and from 4 is 1 minus m. So let us say there is a feed water heater. This is a feed water heater, right? Now from 2, we can say from 2 the m kg of mass is coming, and from 4 we can say from 4 the total mass is coming is 1 minus m kg is mass coming, and at 5 they will get added. Therefore what will be the total mass at 5? This m plus 1 minus m, that is at 5 the total mass will be 1 kg, right? They will get added, right? Therefore we can say m2 is equal to m kg, m4 is equal to 1 minus m kg, and m5 will be equal to m2 plus m4, which is nothing but 1 kg, right? Now my dear students, for this feed water heater, let us apply steady flow energy equation. So to apply steady flow energy equation, let us make sufficient space for the solution. Now my dear students, if I apply steady flow energy equation for this feed water heater, by steady flow energy equation for feed water heater, we can say energy entering into the feed water heater is equal to energy leaving the feed water heater. Therefore energy in is equal to energy out. Therefore energy is entering from 2 as well as 4. Therefore we can say here m2 h2 plus m4 h4 is equal to energy at 5 is m5 h5. So let us put the mass here. Therefore m2 is m, h2 is already given, h2 is already given in steam table, which is nothing but 2800 plus m4 is 1 minus m, h4 is already given in steam table, that is 175 into 175 is equal to m5 is 1 kg, and h5 is already given in steam table, which is 700 into 700. This will be the equation. Now my dear students, in this total equation only mass is unknown, only m is unknown. Let us solve for m, right? If I solve this equation for m, then the value of m you will get equal to, let us find this m. Then my dear students, the value of m you will find 0.2 kg, right? Now there, and at the turbine entry the mass is 1 kg. At turbine entry the mass is 1 kg, and here m is 0.2 kg. Now they are asking what is the percentage of this m in terms of turbine entry mass. Therefore the percentage is calculated as this m divided by 1 into 100. Therefore 0.2 divided by 1 into 100, which is nothing but 20%, we can say, right? So my dear students, in fill in the blanks you have to type only 20. If you type 0.2, then you will get 0 marks. If you here, if you type 0.2, then you will get 0 marks. You have to type only 20, because they are asking what is percentage. Here they have mentioned what is percentage, and a percentage is always we have to multiply with 100. For percentage we have to multiply with 100. Therefore you have to type here 20 for getting full marks. Again in GATE 2019 there was one more question in set 2. Previous question was in set 1 and this question was from set 2. Now they have asked the question on Rankine cycle. The question is, which one of the following modification for a simple Rankine cycle increase the thermal efficiency and reduce moisture content of steam at turbine outlet? They have given decrease the condenser pressure, increase the boiler pressure, decrease the boiler pressure, and increase the turbine inlet temperature. Now my dear students, already we have seen in theory lecture that effect of operating variables on the performance of Rankine cycle. In this topic already I have explained all the theory behind this, right? And if you have seen this my video lecture, then 100% you will answer that the option D is correct. Here you will say that option D is correct, right? Now here I will explain that. Let us say there is a Rankine cycle. Now my dear students, in case of Rankine cycle, if I draw temperature versus entropy diagram, there will be a liquid vapor dome, and very first process is, now here very first process is nothing but turbine expansion, that is 1 to 2 is reversible adiabatic expansion in turbine. Now 2 to 3 is there is constant pressure heat rejection in condenser. 3 to 4 there is a pump, right, reversible adiabatic pumping. Now 4 to 1 there is a constant pressure heat supply in boiler. At constant pressure heat is supplied. Now my dear students, increase the turbine inlet temperature. turbine inlet temperature is T1. Now, if I increase turbine inlet temperature, to increase turbine inlet temperature, we have the method called superheating, right? Therefore, here I will increase the turbine inlet temperature. I will make it from 1 to 1 dash. Therefore, the turbine expansion becomes from 1 dash to 2 dash. The turbine expansion becomes from 1 dash to 2 dash, and condenser becomes from 2 dash to 3, and pump will remain same. Pump will remain same from 3 to 4, right? And my dear students, here this is called superheating. This is called superheating, right? Now, increase the turbine inlet temperature. Here I have increased the turbine inlet temperature. Because of this, can I say the area of cycle is increased? So as area of cycle is increased, that means the area is increased by this shaded area than previous case, and area of the cycle is nothing but net work output. Therefore, net work is increased. And my dear students, here pump is nothing but 4 to 1. Sorry, 3 to 4. 3 to 4 is a pump. And in both case, that is H4 minus H3 is same in previous case and as well as in another case, right? Means increasing the temperature at the inlet of turbine case, and before increasing the temperature of turbine inlet, both cases the pump is same, that is 3 to 4, that means pump work is same. Therefore, the net work, which is nothing but work of turbine minus work of pump. Therefore, here this net work is increasing. Therefore, my dear students, efficiency of cycle is increasing. Efficiency is nothing but W net, net work output divided by heat supply. Therefore, efficiency of cycle is definitely increasing here. And also, at turbine exit, the quality is also increasing. You can see, therefore, quality at turbine exit, X2 is increasing. Therefore, my dear students, whenever turbine inlet temperature is increased, efficiency thermal of the turbine is increased, and quality at turbine exit is decreased. Therefore, sorry, quality of turbine exit is increased. Now, whenever quality at turbine exit is increased, the meaning of this is moisture content is decreased. Therefore, whenever turbine inlet temperature is increased, thermal efficiency is increased, and the moisture content will be decreased. Therefore, option D is correct choice. Thank you, dear students. In next lecture, we will see one more numerical on this topic.